Maybe we will see. Like I'm not a magician, I'm not a good answer, but like I can finish.
That's a good fight.
And there's a lot of history there, back and forth, you know.
Bro, Brandon hates this guy
That's what I'm
forever.
saying.
He's been talking forever before.
Он будет после Рамадана биться. Он был готов биться и до Рамадана. Но там, как я понял, обстоятельства сложились, и его поставили перед фактом, что он будет биться.
The champion isn't opposed to Ciryl Gane's prediction of a full-on dog battle with Tom Aspinall, which just added intrigue ahead of UFC 321. Both heavyweights have acknowledged that because they are two of the division's most skilled and technical fighters, this bout may quickly turn into a war. However, Aspinall's experience primarily comes from swift, overpowering finishes, whereas Ciryl has met top players like John Jones and Francis Ngannou and has been in deeper seas. In actuality, the British fighter has the record for the shortest average fight duration in UFC history. Therefore, if the bout extends past the first few rounds, there is still a lot of uncertainty over his performance. Gane stated that he intends to use his distance and mobility to pull Aspinall into deep seas for precisely this reason. The champion didn't like something about it. Everyone who ever talked about taking him into deep waters ended up getting knocked out in the first minute. With both men confident and fully aware of each other's strengths, Aspinall said at Media Day, laughing it off, "Fans may witness the most technical and intense heavyweight bout in years at UFC 321.
Maybe we will see. Like I'm not a magician, I'm not a good answer, but like I can finish the fight at the second, third round, or maybe we can do for 25 minutes. I'm ready for everything.
How do you see the fight going?
A dog fight, I expecting, and I hope it's going to be a dog fight. At first for me, because it's a big challenge, and I want to feel this, and also for the fan, also for the crowd.
How do you think Alex Pereira would go in the heavyweight division?
Very well. I think he's a dangerous guy. He build up. We can see that from the middleweight division. He came to the light heavyweight. I think he can do a heavyweight. He's going to be a light heavyweight, but he's gonna stay really dangerous. I'm a business guy also, so I can understand every compartment, and I know this guy is really bad.
News about middleweights continues to become hotter. In June 2026, Robert Whittaker formally declared his desire to challenge Sean Strickland on the illustrious White House card. Whittaker claimed that he has been eyeing that clash for a while because he enjoys the stylistic challenge rather than out of animosity. Rob thinks a victory over Strickland, who is presently ranked third, will put him squarely back in the running for the crown. That pairing is a fan's dream. Two elite fighters who are renowned for their unrelenting speed and who never back down from a fight. Brendan Allen was the host of the Mako and Burns show when they talked about who they thought Driss du Plessis would next face. Following a decisive victory over Reiner Ditter, Allen promises to challenge Khamzat Chimaev for the title. However, because the middleweight class is now crowded with competitors like Fluffy, DDP, Strickland, and others hoping to make their debut, Brendan still needs a victory or two before considering a title run. Let's now hear the opinions of the Brazilians.
That's a good fight.
And there's a lot of history there, back and forth, you know.
Bro, Brandon hates this guy
That's what I'm
forever.
saying.
He's been talking forever. Before he becomes a champion, Brandon wanna fight him already. Crazy.
But
back and
they
forth.
are training partners, so he doesn't like any training partner.
Brandon is Driss du Plessis. I
Okay.
think it's a great fight. Grappling is a lot of different ways to grapple. We see guys that have amazing grappling, but they have no takedowns.
Yeah.
We have guys that are amazing grappling, but they're just good at on the top. They're not good at bottom.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, to beat Chimaev, to get close to beat, you need to know how to defend a takedown, how to get up, how to play on bottom, because eventually this guy is such a high level wrestler that he's gonna take you down.
Yeah.
Who you think is gonna take Dricus down like that? Just Khamzat, not a lot of
Dricus?
yeah.
Fluffy, my brother.
Fluffy
I think
can
Fluffy
shoot.
is fucking beating Khamzat Chimaev.
Big news regarding Khamzat Chimaev's upcoming bout has just surfaced. Khamzat was present during Shaika's latest coverage of the ACA event, cheering for his teammates Abdul Rahman Dudayev, whose bout resulted in a contentious split decision victory, and Guram Kuratalad, who made a successful post-UFC comeback with an outstanding TKO victory. When the scorecards were shown, Khamzat was captured on camera appearing irritated and obviously dissatisfied with the outcome.
Ushatika reporters attempted to speak with Khamzat briefly after the event, but he declined, maintaining his anti-channel position that we discussed in a recent video. Rather, they had a conversation with Alanbek Badaev, Khamzat's longtime buddy, who ultimately provided some important information on the champion's future. Here is some background before we start the clip. February marks the start of Ramadan, which finishes in March. Alanbek also claims that Khamzat wanted to fight before it to avoid a lengthy layoff following his August altercation with Duplex C. He was compelled to alter his plans nevertheless. Let's play the video.
Он будет после Рамадана биться. Он был готов биться и до Рамадана, но там, как я понял, обстоятельства сложились, и его поставили перед фактом, что он будет биться после Рамадана. Возможно, мы увидим его на турнире в Белом доме. Это будет исторический момент, и это, наверное, то, что войдет в историю и уже не повторится. Возможно, да? И, конечно, это тот карт, куда каждый, наверное, боец хочет попасть. Если Khamzat там подерется, это будет очень круто. Я очень надеюсь, что так будет.
In a recent audacious compliment, Kamaru Usman referred to Ciryl Gane as one of the UFC's most complete athletes, and you can be sure that not everyone was happy with that. Cejudo disagreed right away, starting a heated argument ahead of UFC 321, a heavyweight title bout that has fans excited between Gane and Tom Aspinall. Aspinall's future is a source of intrigue outside the cage. After his current 3-fight contract expires, his father and longtime coach made it plain that he shouldn't sign a new UFC contract, implying that they only want him to compete in those 3 bouts before looking at other choices. It's crazy because Aspinall publicly stated in 2016 that he intended to quit MMA completely in order to focus on boxing. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that his camp is already preparing a tight escape strategy. Aspinall's strength and wrestling prowess led Cejudo to anticipate that he would prevail in this bout. However, Kamaru was unable to predict, describing this bout as one of those that seem impossible to foresee due to the skill of both men. Let's roll the clip now.